Well, welcome back, friends, to another Taco Tuesday for Magicians. Of course, tonight I am joined by Mr. Jeff Prace. All right. The first thing we're going to do tonight is, do you know what that is?
I have no idea.
Sounds like a giveaway to me. Let's do a giveaway. You ready?
I'm ready.
Now, Jeff's first time being here, so of course, Jeff, as you notice, we have all the names on the wheel, but there's also these guys. See the little whammies? There's a couple yellow guys there.
Yes.
And there's another red one popping up right above your head there. If it lands on a whammy, there is no prize.
Really?
So we only want people's names popping up, okay?
How often has it been no prize?
Very rarely, because the more people we get, the less chance there is for the whammy.
Of course.
So
well, I'm hoping to win one of the prizes if it's a whammy then.
Oh, well then let me put Jeff Prace's
No.
name on the wheel. If it does land on Jeff's name, we'll do a bonus giveaway. How about them apples? All right.
There you go.
So we'll mix it up a little bit. Tell me when to stop, Jeff.
Stop.
That was not a riffle force. That was not a force. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. That is not the right music. That is not what I was hoping to hear, but we'll fix that. All right. The very first winner tonight is Matthew Horowitz. Congratulations. We'll give him one of these.
He's asking, is Jeff famous? Congratulations.
Yes, Jeff is famous. Absolutely. So Matthew Horowitz, you are picking up a free magic download. We do these every week as our first giveaway. You're going to pick up some free magic. All you need to do to claim that prize is drop us an email, info@allthingsmagic.com. And as a reminder, friends, if you are a winner tonight or on any of our shows, you have 1 week to claim your prize, so be sure to do it to it. Congratulations again to Matthew. Everyone in the chat, let's blow it up for Matthew. And we'll give him one of these.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
There we go. A little winner, winner for our buddy Matthew out there. Steve Z says, way to go, dude. There we go. So our first winner of the night. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Let's see. We need to find our regular music here. Might have to do this off camera. Where would that be? I know what I'm looking for. I will keep looking off camera so that we're not delaying tonight's show. All right. So as I mentioned on the way in, we are going to be doing tonight's show as usual. But also, if you have any questions for Jeff Prace, if you have any questions for him about his magic or anything, in the world of creativity, obviously you create magic tricks as well. If anyone has any questions for Jeff, this is also the time to do that. So that is good stuff there. And speaking of Jeff,
Just
plain sight magic,
Yeah.
my bad. There we go. We're also going to be talking a little bit about his website, which is Plain Sight Magic. You will notice a lot of amazing magic that you can only get from Jeff at magic conventions. He's a dealer at several of the bigger magic conventions. The Penrose pendant that you see over there, the pendant, we are actually including that as one of our giveaways tonight. If we hit our goal of 27,000 stars, those retail for $40 by themselves. And someone also will have a chance to win the David Penn Nest of Boxes, which also has his, I think it's called the Vision Box.
No, it's called Mystery Solved.
The Mystery Solved box. Oh yeah, Jow has the clear one that's the Vision Box, that's right. So this is a $250 product. It's got a beautiful Nest of Boxes set, and then it has the Mystery Solved inside of it, which is basically a signed card to impossible location. So it ends up inside the box, it's inside a box, it's inside a box.
And in a clear box, that's full 360 clear.
That's right. So we're going to give you guys this, and you're going to get the Penrose pendant as well from Jeff. And this is a great piece of magic that you wear. This is one of the things we're going to give away tonight. It looks like a necklace because technically it is. But what happens with the necklace as I take a bite of this lovely food tonight?
Yeah, we've been having it on our lap so long. It's a version of a trick called the obedient ball, which is over 100 years old, but it's always looked like a large ball on a piece of rope or something. So my friend Ben and I made the first one ever that looks like something normal. A pendant, a chain, and both objects are inspectable together and apart. Nothing ever added or taken away. You just wear it, and it's fun to do.
Very cool. So that is up for grabs tonight. I know a lot of our friends say that they already have that, which is good. But if you are a winner tonight and you end up with that, we'll sub it for something else along the way too. I think the whole ATM group at Magic Live got that pendant. People like your stuff, man.
Well, I appreciate everyone wearing it at the conventions, my walking billboards,
Also, Monkey, which is one of the coolest tricks ever with a key. I'll let you take a bite while I kind of tell them. Basically, the holes where the key is, the key ring passes through one of the holes visibly. The gimmick is super, super clever and very practical, and it looks just like a regular key, and that's very cheesy.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Someone wrote, though, I saw that she said that your wife's a great cook. Couldn't agree more.
Indeed.
What a thrill to be here.
I'm gonna get a little. There you go.
Oh my God, I'm such an embarrassment.
She is great. No, you're not. The pendant is like QBO, but better. Yeah, QBO is another version of that as well.
Yeah, Tenyo has QBO, which is a great version of the trick.
Got Chapstick Addict, which is a very cool way to physically have the chapstick, or I guess visibly change. You show the chapstick, put the cap back on, and then you have things appear inside the chapstick.
Yeah, so it's a version of, that chapstick or chap trick by Mark Genester thing, but you can actually show chapstick before it changes to a card or to a bill or to whatever.
Yes, it is another great piece of magic. All very kind of organic stuff.
Yeah, I'm just laughing at your wife. She said it's extra cheesy tonight.
It sure is. It is extra, and I guess we can also be extra cheesy then, so that'll work. All right. And then we also have the thing that everyone just absolutely adores. Thank you, Alex, for the like, by the way. The random card generator, which is one of the coolest things ever. Another trick based on, is it also close to like 100 years old? The idea, the basic?
Yeah, 80 years old for that, forced by Francis Carlyle. And so many of our stars of magic has worked on this. Francis Carlyle was one of our original stars, and Paul Harris, Dan Harlan, Jay Sankey have worked on this concept. But this is just my small addition to it, where you can show the back of the card has no double-faced pieces. So it kind of eliminates that method if someone is even thinking about it.
And the card looks like this. You can see the face of it there. But like Jeff said, the best part about this is you can hand this to someone. You see that there's also a back to it, which throws off the idea of what people expect traditionally.
Totally.
And the cool part is, what's the newest addition to this that I want to make sure people know about?
Yeah, when I first released it, we only had forces for the 7 of diamonds. But the number one request was adding additional force cards so you can perform for nearby audiences or the same audience or similar audiences. So now we have it with the 4 of clubs and King of spades and 7 of diamonds all in one pack. Real bummer that I got that 7 of diamonds tattoo before I released the pack. Bad timing.
For me, one of the best parts about this is with the random card generator, you can literally hand them the card. Your hands off the whole time.
Yeah, this is a fully hands-off trick. Theoretically, you can even mail it to someone and follow the instructions and throw away the pieces at the end, and it'll still work.
And literally, they're taking the card, they're ripping it into pieces. You have them mix them up. You eliminate the ones that are face down. You end up with the suit and one value left, and it's the card that you want them to pick, basically. It's great. So
yeah. It's a very free process, and if you were actually doing it with the card that wasn't gimmicked, it would be a random card. So it's just the way to gimmick the card that is invisible, but allows that process to not be fair.
Absolutely. It's definitely one of those things. If you have like a skeptic or someone that's a little hard to, this is something to drop on them because there's just no way to figure it out.
Yeah, it's basically impossible to figure out unless you know something already about that principle.
Absolutely. So a lot of great stuff. Also, the passenger wallet. Someone else was asking about is Monkey available? Is it, or any of these not available?
The only thing that's not available right now is the random card generator.
Okay.
I just don't have that with me, but right now the other tricks are available, and yeah. But I feel like we spent so much time on this already.
It's a shame that you can't even get it.
One thing that's free, if we scroll down a tiny bit more, maybe so everyone can have something free. This is free. So it's a witch hand magic app. So if you know the witch hand, usually you have a magnetic detector or something like that. This uses the accelerometer in the AirPod or the AirPod Pro, and it cues you on your iPhone. So you need an iPhone, an AirPod version 3 or more or Pro. And yeah, it's a free app, and then you can predict the whole thing thanks to an addition by my friend Charlie Hewish, and it's free. So it's like, why not get it?
Mm-hmm.
And give it a 5-star review while you're at it in that app store,
That's right. Definitely check it out. It is free, as Jeff said. It does only work on
iPhone and those AirPods, so you need both. But if you already have them, yeah it's great.
And the other cool thing that you do on your website that not many people do is when it comes to the instructions, what do you do?
Yeah, all the instructions are visible for anyone who wants to go. So you just go to the very bottom of the website. There's a tutorial button. And yeah, we tell you how everything works before you buy it. So yeah, if you want to know how the random card generator works or any of the tricks, yeah, feel free. I mean, I would just tell you in person, but if I'm not there, you can go.
And for those that are surprised by that, why do you do that? I'd love for you to explain that a little bit too, because it's important, I think.
Yeah, it's just depending. Sometimes you're performing only at school, or you're only performing in certain situations where you want to know that the thing that you're buying is going to work for whatever you're going to use it for. And sometimes you get something that uses black art or sleeving, and that's not going to work for you. So I'll just tell you what it is. So if you want to check if it's going to work for you before you buy it, yeah, go ahead.
Very cool. And again, that's at the very bottom of the page. That's actually right. Thank you, Jason R. Smith, for the like on tonight's show. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
At the very bottom behind Jeff it's on the bottom of the website right there. It is next to home. So if Jeff was to move over just the other way, just a little bit, there's the word tutorials right there. So there we go. Thank you, Franklin Monk. Man, thank you so much for the like.
Well, thank you very much.
All right. So we'll continue to tell you about Jeff's stuff as the show goes on tonight. Looks like we're already at 10% of our goals with the Facebook. Obviously, we also have our super chats on YouTube if you would like to donate to tonight's show. It is a $5 minimum for that, for our stars, and of course for our raffle tickets as well. I will put the link in the chat right now for those raffle tickets if you guys are interested in picking some of those up. Of course, we do offer special deals on our raffle tickets. The more that you want to get, we also have better pricing for you. And we have the link popping in right now for those raffle tickets. Josh Janowski ran a question. Does Jeff have any recommendations for Magic DVDs from 2014 called Voices?
Luke and I go way back too. So Josh and I go way back, and we were looking at that picture of Luke and I, and it's just, sometimes some things are best left in the past.
That's true. Very true. What's up, Mike Miller? Very, very true. Yeah.
But thanks, Josh, for the question.
So the first thing we're going to talk about magic-wise with the news, because obviously we talk about news as well around these parts, is something I like to do every week, and that is who is at the Magic Castle this week. So let's go ahead and jump on in and take a peek at who is performing at the Magic Castle. We'll run through these real quick. In the close-up gallery, we have Tori Noquez, Charlie Phillips, and Johnny Ace Palmer, the legendary Johnny Ace Palmer.
He is legendary. I've seen him at the castle, and everyone freaks out at the ending of his Cups and Balls, which I won't ruin if you haven't seen it.
Oh my God, it is so good. Yeah. Thank you, Scott Link, as well for the super chat over on YouTube. Thank you very much. So that's the close-up gallery, and up next in the Palace of Mystery, we have Larry Wilson, J. Scott Barry, and Dan Burge.
I actually have one more comment, if I can.
Please.
I was at the Magic Castle about in December or so, and I didn't know who Dan Burge was. He's awesome.
Ah.
Yeah, I won't, again, ruin his act, but I still don't know who he is other than watching him perform, but 10 out of 10, I would go back to watch him.
Is that a dove? So he does some dove work?
Yeah, so I wasn't going to say it, but I guess I didn't even see the dove, but he all of a sudden, birds, dogs, it's a whole thing. It's awesome.
All right, so that is in the Palace of Mystery. We also have, I saw that. We have Jack Sparrow. Ace Miles as Jack Spare Ribs. Okay. And Nadir Hannah. These guys are both in the Parlor of Prestidigitation. Very cool. All right. And in the Peller Theater, we have Branham and Tovar. That's Steve Branham, isn't it?
That sure is.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I didn't know that he was performing there.
Very cool. And in the Library Bar, we have Raven. All right. Do you know Raven?
I do not.
I do not either. And in the Hat and Hair, we have three familiar faces every week. I tell you about Nick, Mike, and Bob. Check them out as well. And in the Weekend Parlor Brunch, we have Larry Wilson, J. Scott Barry, and Dan Burge again, who Jeff says you need to see Dan Burge.
Yeah, he's great.
And Weekend Parlor Brunch, we have Ace Miles back again. He does look a lot like Jack Sparrow.
Sure does.
But that's Jack Spare Ribs, so yeah.
That's funny.
And Close-Up Gallery again. So as always, friends, don't forget on the socials for the Magic Castle and on their website, they have a full listing of the different times that the performers are performing and where, because obviously they're in different parts of the castle. So if you have a certain person like, I would love to see this Dan Burge guy. He is in the later shows as well as the late close-up for Johnny Ace Palmer. He's going 10 to 12th. Wow, that is late.
I would love to see him at 12:30. Like, that just seems like an ideal thing to do at midnight.
Agreed. Absolutely. So that's going to be great. So if you guys are in the Hollywood area and you're a member or you are friends with someone, they can get you in and you can check out who is at the Magic Castle this week. All right. And as I mentioned on our last show as well, they have the Magic Castle. The awards show is also coming up soon. The awards in different categories for magicians from the Magic Castle.
I would love to attend one of those one day just to see the ceremony.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, but we could go together, Jeff Prace.
What are you doing in May?
Going to the Magic Castle.
There you go.
All right. So that is a little look at what's going down at the Magic Castle this week. So I think it's time for us to take a step back. And along the way, not only do we tell you about the news and give you a chance to win some free stuff, but we also have new magic that came out. One of the things actually that Jeff saw when he came in the studio here were these guys.
Yeah, they look great.
Right? These are the new Denny's 3D multiplying rabbits. And there's not a whole lot to show you picture-wise, but I can bring up the page so you can at least see the image kind of close up here. This is what these guys look like, but the detail is really, really nice. And I like the 3D look of these guys as well. So you got the little eyes, the little coloring there, nice and have a squish.
They're actually very beautiful. They look well made.
They're squishy, right?
Yes.
Very squishy. Give it another squish. Hey, all right. So yeah, you get the mom and the dad, and of course you get a bunch of the little ones as well. Beautiful little set here. For those that do sponge balls or sponge rabbits, this is definitely a nice upgrade to the traditional ones you would get, like the little red ones, I think, from Goshman.
Yeah, and people apparently really want 3D multiplying sponge bunnies, so those will probably sell out fast because since Goshman stopped making them, people want them.
Absolutely, yeah. So, and you guys know the power of magic that happens in spectators' hands is always super powerful stuff as well. So we got these in stock for you guys. We'll put the link in the chat for you if you were interested in picking those up from us at the All Things Magic shop. And as a reminder, for those that are new to our shop and new to our show here, we do not sell every new magic trick that comes out. We really do stand behind curating only good stuff for you as our customers. So we do not sell every new trick because not every new trick is up to our standards and up to your standards as well. So that is one of the things I wanted to tell you about tonight, right out of the gate. Another friend of mine that you probably know as well, Bill Abbott. You know Bill, right?
I don't know him very well personally, but I'm a fan of his work.
Yes, and this is a new, very smart version of his 5-card opener that's available. And the part I like about it the most is that, excuse me, sir, everything you need packs flat. So he's got this act that you can perform. We're going to show the video here in just a second. To a packed house, hundreds of people if you want, and it all packs down like this. And you know, Bill is known for being a real worker.
Yeah.
Of magic. So I really wanted to share this with the guys because we have a variety of people that watch. We have people that are hobbyists that are, just love magic. People that are starting to perform, and we have professional performers as well. So I like to try to give something to everybody.
Yeah.
And I think people are really going to like this. So we are going to take a break and have you guys check out the video for the 5-card opener from a pal, Mr. Bill Abbott. We'll be back on the other side. Keep those super chats, the stars, and the raffle tickets coming in. I'll put another link for that. Again, the big giveaway tonight is almost a $300 giveaway of magic. You can enter for as little as $5, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
Pretty damn crazy. So we will be right back. Enjoy this. Cool, huh?
The opening of any act is a tough choice for most performers. How do you get their attention? How do you hold their attention? How do you amaze and entertain them all at the same time? Well, the 5-card opener is my answer to all these questions and a whole lot more. The 5-card opener reinvents the 6-card repeat with a fresh 3-phase routine that builds to a real climax.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5 cards, and everybody said? Thank you very much.
It's been my go-to opener for years. Perfect for college, corporate, and family audiences. Playing strong for crowds of 10 to 10,000 people. Pack Smart resets in 30 seconds and delivers big impact. The best part about the 5-card opener is that you'll have your audience yelling, screaming, and on the edge of their seats in the first 2 minutes of your show. Guaranteed. And the 5-card opener is not just an opener, it's an audience conditioner. It trains your crowd to react, making applause natural, easy, and most of all, fun. And it's fully customizable. Have them shout out a corporate slogan, a school cheer, a company name, even a birthday shout out. No angle restrictions, no special staging, just pure practical magic. In fact, and I really hate to say this, but you could pick it up today and drop it into your show tomorrow. And here's the big bonus. I'm also revealing Michael Ross's 5-card closer, a genius twist, turning this powerful opener into an even stronger show-stopping finale. With Michael's spin on this, your audience could be on their feet in a roaring standing ovation. This isn't just an opener. This could be your ultimate closer. In this pro package, you'll get handmade bicycle jumbo gimmicks, big enough for a theater, yet deceptive enough for a house party. Plus, a portable pop-up hamper and a waterproof zip bag to keep everything safe between shows. Master the routine with a full performance script with an in-depth video tutorial featuring live performances and decades of insider secrets. I've done countless corporate banquets where, by the time I hit the stage, the audience is practically asleep. A cocktail hour, 2-hour dinner, endless speeches, and then boom, it's me. And they'd rather be in bed. That's why I use the 5-card opener. It wakes them up fast. It sets the tone for the whole show. It takes a tired crowd and turns them into an energized, enthusiastic audience. And that's exactly what event professionals remember. The 5-card opener isn't just a trick, it's a game changer. It grabs attention, builds energy, and conditions your audience to react from the first moment you hit the stage. Don't leave your show's success to chance. Get the 5-card opener and start every performance with unstoppable momentum and fun.
All right, there he is, Mr. Bill Abbott in the 5-card opener. What do you think?
I only caught the last part of the trailer because I've been eating this whole time. I'm not even going to lie to everyone. It's so good. But it must be a great routine because Bill wouldn't release something that he hasn't actually performed a million times. So,
Agreed. And that's something that is sad that you even have to say because that's not the way things used to be.
well, you said you curate the items. I wonder what percentage of tricks. I mean, it must be a small percentage because so much of magic is, as we were talking about, you get it and then you learn that you're not going to be able to use it in the way that you hoped you could.
Right. Yeah. Anytime I see Bill's name pop up, I definitely check it out because I know that he knows what he's doing. Totally. And you can tell. I mean, he's performing for great crowds. As Scott Link says in the chat, that's a true worker's piece. And that's what you're going to get with any of Bill's stuff, to be honest with you. Orlando says that looks great. Indeed, my friend, indeed. The closer routine is also awesome. Very good to know. Very good to know. What's up, Gino? We got Gino in the house tonight. How we doing out there? Always nice to see Mr. Gino. I'll put you down here on our free giveaways tonight. Just put you down as Gino. I'll put a bunch of O's. Gino. How we doing out there, George? Thanks for popping on tonight, and good luck with our giveaways. All right. We got you right there. All right, George. And anyone else just joining us like Jeff out there over on the YouTubes, don't forget to type in the word win, and you have a chance to win some magic just for joining us on our Taco Tuesday for Magician show. We do this every Tuesday night, 8:30 Eastern time, unless I am booked performing somewhere out on the strip. Last week, I was over at Mandalay Bay. The Shopify convention was in town for, it was called Shop Talk, and it was basically like a Shopify event, and I was down there entertaining some of the corporate people. That was fun, really fun. And I used random card generator.
Oh, that's nice.
That's true. It is the truth. Z Cali is also looking for a win out there. Thanks for popping on tonight. Mike Miller, always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you for your support, and thank you for being here. Edmundo, how we doing out there? I'll put you on the wheel right now. And we have Ryan Jones, the other Ryan in the house tonight. What's up, Ryan? It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well out there. Thanks for popping on tonight. And I see Mr. Ambrose, Tim Ambrose. Thank you for being here. Also, speaking of friends, Bill's an old friend, and you're one of my oldest friends in Magic too. I want to give a quick shout out to all of you for your support. I mentioned this to Jeff, I think, the other day, that All Things Magic on March 29th turned 7 years old.
Happy birthday.
Yes! Cheers, friends, to 7 years of All Things Magic. Now, of course, I haven't been doing the Taco Tuesday show for you guys for 7 years, but All Things Magic as a community turned 7 over the weekend. And thank you, Doug James, for the stars. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
And the crazy thing is, just like I mentioned in my video that I posted in the group, is can you believe it's been 5 years? Steve Zelke with 1,000 stars. Thank you, Steve Zelke.
What the hell?
And Steve, thank you.
Oh my God, no way.
So 5 years ago, we were all trapped at home.
I'm just still wondering how many buttons you have that just like produce those things. Like I'm just looking at this thing. How do you know which one to press?
Well, I've been doing this for a minute. So.
Yeah, that's cool.
But 5 years ago, a lot of the friends that watch, we were stuck at home because of lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
And what were you doing during the lockdown? Like, what did you do to kind of pass the time and try not to drive yourself crazy?
I like to bake simple things, cookies. You know, I like to eat cookies too, so it's a good thing.
Okay.
Making magic, hanging out with my friend inside. I live with my friend, yeah. So you know, yeah. It's crazy to think that happens. Like
I know
it feels like a life ago in a way.
And this is the place that a lot of us were hanging out. This is the All Things Magic Lounge. We have a lot of friends that are still with us that were there during those times, like Scott R. Smith, Justin Tiemann, Ryan Daniels, Michael Dawkin. I think Michael was definitely part of the later part of things when it came to that. Matt Martin, I think, is behind your. Yeah, that's Matt Martin. Rich Gilbert, Jake Rover was a part of all that. Claude Wyatt, there's Claude. Claude was a part of that as well. And Frankie, I forgot, Frankie's always sharing the show on there. He's at the very top. So I always forget he's watching too, but Frankie's up there too. And as Mike Miller says, it's a family. We all just know each other.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So, and Orlando Rodriguez. Yes, Orlando was also part of those days as well. So thank you to everyone that was part of that. And of course, we do miss the friends that we lost since then. We did lose Van McGee, who was a big part of all that. We lost Paul Cummins, our friend David Johnson. We lost him, and Megan Maloney lost her dad as well shortly after COVID ended as well. So we've had a lot of good times, but we've also had some rough spots, but we've always been able to stick together, kind of get through stuff together. It's pretty cool.
Yes, it is. It's a nice community.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. A family get together. You want to be it.
Yeah, you want to be it. That's a
true.
good qualifier.
That's a very good way to put that, yeah. Here's a question. And again, if you guys do have questions for Jeff, that's why he's here with us, not just to hang out, but to answer any questions. Is Jeff working on anything new? I'll let you take that while I look at any other people I need to add on the wheel so we can do our first giveaway for our supporters. So what you got working on?
Well, I'm not working on that much, so hopefully you don't need that much time on the computer. But...
Please take your time. Please.
Yeah, I'm not working on... I'm working on tricks, but it takes me years to make a finished product. But maybe this year I'll have a new mail order mystery. So if you've seen that before, I do these things where these things, I only did one. But you get something in the mail totally, you don't get any description, no video. It's about $20. And I just promised it'll be worth $20. I'm going to do another one of those with my friend Elliot Gerard, who's a really talented magician from the UK. So that's probably the only thing I have coming out this year. Yeah.
Well, it's not just the material that Jeff works on that's new and fresh, but you're also going to conventions a lot. So where are you going to be appearing this year that people might be able to see?
Oh yeah, I'm like the guy that talked about conventions. If you want to go to one, I go to too many of them. But Magic Live will be great this year. We already hit Blackpool. I was just at the Mystify convention, which is fun here in town in Las Vegas. What else is coming up this year? You're going to be at Tricks, right?
Oh no!
oh, never mind. No.
Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag.
No,
you said it's true. I will be at Tricks. They booked me to do a lecture and a talk on all things magic. So you already said it. So
my God, Scott might not welcome me back. Oh my God, we need to talk more before we go on to one of these.
It's all good.
But Tricks is actually my favorite convention because it's just it's more intimate than some of the conventions. It's run really well. So I was excited when I heard some news, but I don't know what's going on now. I don't know.
It's all good. It's all good.
Someone said Elliot is badass. He really is. If you check out his Instagram, that dude makes some crazy stuff.
And also, Elliot was one of the friends as well in our chat room. I was just showing the Zoom. He used to come in there a lot as well.
So you guys know how great he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
He's a very smart guy. We were talking about him last night when we were with Mr. Garcia.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Just adding, I have 2 more names I need to add real quick. Pardon me while I do that. So your time in Vegas, you mentioned you've been to a lot of magic shows.
I sure have.
So if you want to share with the group what magic shows has Jeff Prace been to? And he's going to pull up a list.
Yeah, not only magic shows. I went to so many shows. Well, we started the week with Jerry McCambridge, The Mentalist.
Yep.
So that started. Then Matt King I saw. So I saw some, those afternoon shows. Then I saw with Luke, we went to Mike Hammer on Fremont Street. That was a lot of fun.
Sure was. That was a good time.
I went to some non-magic shows, but wait, another magic show, David Copperfield. I went to Wonderground, the Will Bradshaw thing.
Yep.
I saw the Variety Show with Jason Byrne doing his dub act.
That's awesome.
I saw Nathan Burden do his illusion show at the new theater that he's at Flyover. Oh yeah, so many great magic, so much, and there's more magic to see. We're gonna see Colin Cloud at Harrah's.
Yep.
And I've seen him perform in San Francisco, and he's so amazing. So I'm looking forward to the full show.
Absolutely. All right, and thank you, Franklin Monk, for the 500 stars. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Let me add you to those giveaways. We're about to do our first giveaway for our supporters. Franklin Monk. Out of those shows that you saw, and I am ready to do the giveaway, but out of the shows that you saw, do you have like a top pick out of those? And I know that's a tough question, but I'm going to ask anyway.
Yeah, I just have to say David Copperfield because I could, even if he was terrible, my eyes and my mouth are just jaw dropped that he's even standing in front of me. It's like, it's almost like, how can he not be a hologram at this point? But yeah, he's just so, what a cool experience, to be in the same room as our King of Magic. So.
Absolutely. Also, a nice thing saying about you, Gary, Jeff's trick with orbit gum is one of my favorites.
Yeah, you can blame me for everyone who's been cutting gum in half in the last 10 years. That was a thing.
Austin Berg, are there plans to translate your work in other languages? Spanish, for example. Will you need help with that?
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Oh, to be honest, I never really considered it. If there's a huge need for it, I would consider it. Yeah, the tricks are all pretty self-explanatory. Not self-explanatory. You do need some guidance, but the good part about all these tricks is once you know the secret, it's pretty easy and fun to just kind of practice and kind of figure them out.
Yeah, I'll vouch for that.
Yeah, I would. Sure, I would love to do them in Spanish in every language. Why not?
All right. Well, you know what I'm ready to do?
A giveaway.
I am ready to do a giveaway for everyone that is supported, whether it's a super chat, whether it's our stars or our raffle tickets. I am ready. That is the one shot I forgot to queue up. So let me just get us down there just a little bit. There we go. All right, Mr. Jeff. Also, you will see over on the far right side, Spectra by List Guys coming out soon. Very excited for you guys to see that. I'll be showing Jeff Spectra after this, so you can get a little peek at it.
Well, I've sneak peeked at the box that's right there.
Oh, this thing right here.
Now I'm afraid to say anything because you're gonna freak out that I gave some news on that. Like,
it's all good. It's all good. So
very beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very proud. So keep an eye out on our email and social media, all things magic. Very proud of it for sure. So it is time to do our first giveaway for our supporters, and I do believe I am all caught up. So let's go ahead and do that right about now. Oops. All right, friends. Again, thank you to everyone that has shown the support so far. We could not do what we do without you. Here we go. And it is on the line, Mr. Ryan Garber. Congratulations to Ryan.
Congratulations!
All right. So Ryan now has a choice to make, and you don't know about this yet, Mr. Prace, but I will show you now. So the TV show Pressure Luck is one of my personal favorites. And of course, that show does have prizes and money and giveaways, but there's also those whammies I was telling you about earlier. Of course, around here, we just want to see the big money, the big prizes, no whammies, okay? The thing is, though, Ryan has a decision to make. He can keep the prize that he already won. We do like a smaller prize worth around $15, $20, and I keep it a secret.
Oh, it's a secret.
Or he can press his luck and go for prizes worth up to $100 on our bonus wheel. So Ryan gets to decide what he would like to do, and let's see what Ryan says. Everyone's always pushing people to press. What would you like Ryan to do?
I was about to say, of course they're pushing, but I would also push. Come on.
Yes.
Press your luck.
So let's see what Ryan has to say in the chat. I don't see him yet. Make the whammy jealous. Did he already say it? Press it. Oh, he already spoke. Oh, so he said press it. All right. Well, you ready?
Yeah, press it.
Let's go. Oops. All right, and here we are, Jeff Prace, on the official All Things Magic Press Your Luck wheels. And again, you do see the same number of whammies as prizes over there. And the big spin bonus, which is coming on around, is the blue tab over there. And if it lands on that, he keeps the prize that he already won, and he gets to go to a bonus wheel that just has prizes.
Are these tricks? Room 66?
Yeah,
No
these
credit?
are all,
oh, okay.
These are all prizes. These are all tricks that people can win. Yeah,
Oh, that's wonderful.
So we are going to go ahead and mix this up and see what we land on. And actually, we have an extra Penrose Pendant, so I am going to actually add it here as well. We will add it here. So that is a little bonus action on the wheel. All right. We'll mix it up a little bit more.
I saw the fresh snack one and I was like, oh, you're cooking. I see this. They're all magic.
Well, now you're making me hungry again. All right. And I need to fix this real quick. Let me find the right music. People love the music that we use around here. So I want to try to find the right music. I think it's under this. There it is. This is our classic music that we use for giveaways. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Good luck, Ryan Garber. Let's go. It is great. Hey, Paddle Magic from Keith Fields. That's a great little set. You're going to get some paddles. You're going to get the instructions. But a lot of people say this is like one of the definitive works on Paddle Magic. And the people that have bought this before, every time we do a giveaway and this pops up, people are like, yes, this is awesome. So congratulations to Ryan Garber on that.
Congratulations!
And Ryan, you're going to get that when you hit us up, info@allthingsmagic.com. That is the place to do that. And as a reminder, everyone has 1 week to claim the prize, so be sure to do it before that week, and we'll get that sent out to you. So congratulations one more time.
Congratulations!
Everyone in the chat, let's do the W's. Let's spam the W's for Ryan Garber. So let's blow up the W's. I just want to see W's in the chat. You ready to see that?
I'm ready.
Just flood it. There's a little bit of a delay, so it might take a moment, but we'll go ahead and close that up. And we will reboot the wheels while they are doing that. So that is spinning, ready to win. All right. Yep, way to go. Way to go. Congratulations coming in from Renee. Love to see it. Here come the W's. Z Cali with the dubs. We got Scott Link with the dubs. Sammy with the dubs.
Right.
There they go, man.
They are coming.
Love it. Love to see all the support from our friends out there. How we doing, Gray Magic? I'll get you added to our free will as well. Got some W's coming in from Robert, Austin again, and Jeffrey Allen. Jeffrey Allen is one of the guys that works at the Houdini Museum. I don't know if you've been over there.
No, is that here?
No, not here.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Get them, bruh. That's right, man. Get them. And I will go ahead and add, was it Gray Magic TV? Get you added to our giveaways. David De Herrera with the dubs. We got Jason R. Smith with the dubs. Bruce Robinson and Tim Ambrose, all with the dubs dropping on in. And of course, the wifey's playing as well. Got those dubs coming on in. There we go. All right. You betcha, buddy. And thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate it. All right. And I need to add this lovely friend over here, Euphoria. I like the name. It's a good one. 5150. You are on the wheel. You are on the wheel as well. So there we go. Lots of dubs for the friends. And I will refresh this one too. I like it better when it's moving. Looks cool. There we go. All right. Cool. And, oh, I cannot forget this guy, Josh Janowski.
He wants that Penrose pendant.
He does. All right, Josh Janowski. Oh, Ken Dumb, I think I did miss, and thank you, Sam Hodges, for the like. Thank you, Sam. Ken Dumb, I think I missed you there, so thanks for the reminder. I got you covered, buddy. It's not your old eyes. No. And thank you, Ray Coleman, for the like on tonight's show as well. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate that very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Vegas has tacos. Other places have the museums. Right. And there you go, Euphoria. You are very welcome. All right. So, from time to time, Mr. Jeff, not only do we talk about all these giveaways that we're doing. Hey, another friend. Do you know Ariel?
I sure do.
Oh my God, it's good to see him. He's quite the trumpet player, isn't he?
He's amazing. I saw him perform live with the band in San Francisco.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's great.
He is one of my favorite people. Nice to see you out there, buddy.
And we just went to the Magic Castle together.
Oh,
more
no
recently.
kidding.
Yeah, sorry, I just forgot. But
Wow.
yes,
All right.
we had a good time.
Damn. Well, that's cool.
I wonder now if we saw Dan Birch. Ariel, tell me. I went a lot of times that weekend or that month, but we did go one of the nights.
Speaking of friends, you and I were hanging out yesterday.
And I'm hanging out with you tomorrow. You can't get enough of me.
That's true. And we were hanging out yesterday with this guy. Who was that? Who was that handsome fella there in the?
What are you gonna say in the middle?
No. I'm thinking in my head, like, to me, it's to my left on the screen when we're looking at it, but technically it's on my right.
Yeah.
So who's that other guy?
It was great to hang out with Danny Garcia, the most inventive man in magic.
Did he not blow our minds for a little bit?
Well, first he cooked, which blew my mind first.
Smash burgers are great.
Yeah, it's not fair that someone could be good at magic and cooking.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, yeah, we hung out for like 9 hours. It was great.
It was great. And Danny has some really cool stuff coming out. I think he said he has the first thing coming out next month, right?
Yeah, I think he said May. So, because, yeah, now it's April. And the first thing is awesome. He showed it to me at at the Golden Gate Gathering Convention years ago, and I've been waiting since. It's actually incredible.
Yep. Everything he seems to touch just is like 2 thumbs up.
Yes.
Yeah.
4.
Yes. So that was fun hanging out with the boys. You know, I've known Jeff for a long time. I wish I had that photo keyed up.
No.
'Cause I could...
There's some things, like we said, the past is okay in the past.
No.
You know?
No. Pardon me for just a moment.
Oh, God.
Let me see what I can find here from the past.
I shouldn't have texted it to you the other day.
Oh, yes,
huh?
you should have. Oh, yes, you should have. What are you talking about? Let's see. Photos. I might have to scroll through here because this is from I think you sent me this one last week.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
There it is. That's a good one, man. So we'll come back over here, and here is the photo Jeff sent me.
Oh, wow. That's awesome that you could do that.
There we are.
Yeah. This was so long ago. What a crazy time ago. There's a chance that the photo I'm sending you here, I did a teeth whitening tool on myself because why are my teeth so white? But the photo is so long ago. I got, it's totally possible. Just FYI to everyone out there. I'd be embarrassed to admit that a long time ago, but now, 20 years later, that's the truth. My teeth aren't that white.
I would love for you to share the story. So Jeff came out because at the time I was working with Chris Angel.
Yeah.
And we were working on some projects. And of course, Jeff's name was someone I've always wanted to just kind of hang out and work with you anyway. So you came out, we did this little interview in the park. And then you told me this story, which I didn't know about when you went to the Chris Angel show. So would you mind sharing that with the friends at home?
Yeah, so when I was there with Mark Calabrese and Luke, we saw the show probably 3 or 4 times at the Luxor. Yeah. And every time, the first time really threw me for a loop. Chris was so nice. He said, in the middle of the show, he would be like, some of the people that I work with are out here. And then a spotlight came on. And so the first time, this was so crazy. And Luke obviously knew that this was going to. Luke stands up, Mark stands up, and I stand up. And Chris on stage goes, Luke Dancy, Jeff Prace, Mark Calabrese, they're here working, helping, whatever he said. Anyway, the crazy story is that 2 people from my high school were at the Chris Angel show that night. So I went back to high school because I was just in high school at the time. And I was cool for 2 days. It was really crazy. People were talking about it. And then, something else happened. And then I kind of fell back to the wayside. But I was living for those 2 days. And it was such a great experience. Even without that, it was obviously a great experience. But,
What are the odds of that? You're literally in Las Vegas. You are in high school. And 2 people from your high school are at the show that you're at.
I couldn't believe it. It almost sounds fake, but I'm telling you, this is the true story.
Yep. So that was something that really blew my mind. So I had no idea that was a thing. So.
Oh, okay. I was like, you knew that was going to happen. That was a crazy experience.
Well, I knew the stand-up part, but I, of course, had no idea that you would have.
You didn't fly them out there?
No, I didn't.
That's good.
So that was definitely some good times for sure. Speaking of good times, unfortunately, something I was hoping to do this year, I'll have to plan to do next year. This convention is one of the best close-up conventions around. This coming up this weekend, actually, starting on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I've got some performances booked up here. As you know, I've been getting busier and busier, so it's not like I don't want to get out of town. But when you have work, you take work, right?
Yeah, especially when it's at the Mandalay Bay. It's a place is nice.
So this is something if you guys are still on the fence about or you didn't know about and you're in the area, this is April 3rd through 5th. This is the Gateway Close-Up Convention and has a great lineup. And it's a smaller...
That's my friend.
Can you pronounce his last name for me, please?
Yeah, it's so people say this. It's exactly how it looks. It's not actually hard. Dobrowolski. I've known Tom for like my whole life. I've actually known quite a few people. Jeff Williams for a long time. But yeah, this is a great lineup. Yeah, Tom's a great Chicago magician. Caleb's great.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Gary Plants is great. Jack Carpenter.
Got Nathan Kranzo. Look at this guy. Oops. Gary Plants.
Legend. Jeff Williams is kind of coming back into the magic scene. I just saw him recently at a different convention, and he's always been one of my favorite funny comedy performers. He is hilarious.
Did you go to the convention that was in Gatlinburg?
No, I don't think so.
Because it was the 50th year. It was the last one, and he was there. I didn't know if you were there because you mentioned you just saw him recently at a.
I think I saw him at Trix just in November last year.
Okay.
No, to be honest, I don't think I was at Gallenberg because I don't know where Gallenberg is. So.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's up in the mountains, Tennessee.
Tennessee, okay.
And it's in this kind of sleepy little mountainy village town.
All right, it sounds kind of my speed.
I've been a couple times in the past because I lived in North Carolina, so it was a pretty easy commute. But unfortunately, this was the last year, so I didn't know if you had a chance to go. But he was there, and he was killing it as well. So I thought maybe you were there dealing and doing your thing. So
no, unfortunately not.
Are you going to FISM?
I sure am, yeah. Are you going to FISM?
I am not going to FISM. Have you been to one before?
My first FISM was last time in Quebec City, just because it was the easiest FISM for someone who lives in the United States. You know, that was the first time it's ever been in North America. And I got the FISM bug, so I'm going to Italy to be a dealer. I think they got the list of dealers, and so far there's only 2 U.S. dealers, me and Vanishing Ink. And I'm like, we need some other small guys because that's not fair. Wow. But there's lots of dealers from Europe and obviously in Asia and stuff, so it'll be cool to see so many new people.
All right. Well, and of course you can't go wrong with Italy too. I mean,
yeah.
Let's be honest.
And but we're all there for the competition to see the world's greatest magicians compete. And yeah, they're always amazing.
And they've introduced some new categories. This
street magic,
street magic, and then there's another the online kind of magic category too. So. That'll be interesting. Josh says he actually got his start in magic in Gallenberg. That's cool. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
I didn't know either. That's cool. So yeah, unfortunately, I won't be going to Italy, but I can live through you. You can send me some photos and videos, and
I'll let you know who wins before anyone else does.
There you go. Miss Gwen in the house tonight. You know Gwen.
I sure do.
You saw her at the Mystify, right?
Yeah, she was there at Mystify, my friend from Canada.
Yeah. And why don't we talk about that real quick? The Mystify Magic Festival that just happened is a new kind of breed of convention. Since you were there, and I know you were there more as a dealer than attending, but like, what was the whole kind of idea behind the Mystify Magic? They called it the Mystify Magic Festival, right?
Yeah, it was just so inclusive for everyone. I'll start with not just magicians, but other types of variety performers, all types of people, all types of backgrounds. It was anyone and everyone, and we were just. You can just be your authentic self there. Great shows. I did see, so even though I'm a dealer, I only get to see stuff at night. So I saw a great close-up show at the end of the night with Faye Presto, Alex. I always forget how to say her last name, but the amazing street performer, Alex Hilsey.
Yes.
She was awesome. Some other awesome performers as well. Saw the main gala show. Yeah, it was awesome.
Very cool. And do you know if they're going to continue to do these? And this was the first time they ever did it. So.
This was the first one, and they announced. I don't think they announced official dates yet, but in 2027. So May 2027 will be the second one.
Back here?
I think so, yeah. At the Santa Fe Casino it was at, yeah. All
right. And as Jeff mentioned earlier, he will be here officially for Magic Live?
I'll be here for Magic Live in the 120 degree heat. I'm already hot. It's 75 degrees outside.
It is hot. Hot. That's the hot song. Yeah, it's hot in the month of August out here. It's very hot.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry. It was the Winter Carnival of Magic. I don't know why I called it Gatlinburg. Pigeon Forward. Winter Carnival is the name of the convention that I was referring to.
I actually have heard of that. You threw me for a loop.
I don't know why.
But I've never been.
unless there was something in Gatlinburg. But yeah,
Well,
that
Josh
one.
Janowski started his magic there, so that's what you're thinking of.
Yep, I'm trying my best to keep everything straight.
Yeah, it's hard.
there's so many things.
It's true. If you only knew.
so many things. I think Jeff and I are going to take a little break. We will come back on the other side of this and do another free magic giveaway. Oops, let me just show this real quick. Gwen says, but they did just announce a Mystify Magic show at Illusions Magic Lounge soon in May, I think. Okay, we'll keep us updated.
Is that the Santa Monica
Yes.
Illusions? Nice.
I believe so. So Jeff doesn't know, but every week when we do these, we don't just talk about new stuff and do giveaways of new products, but we also like to go back in time. You know, I'm all about remembering the people that have paved the way for us.
Yeah, great.
You know, we all stand on the shoulders of giants, and I don't just say that lightly like it's the truth, right? Like none of us would be able to do what we do without the history. So this week, we're going to share a video from someone that has some connection to Vegas, and his wife is still here, and his wife still continues the legacy of his company. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Are we talking about Norm Nielsen?
Talk about Norm Nielsen.
Yeah, nice.
So we're gonna now play one of his most well-known acts and have you guys enjoy that along the way. And it's just another good reminder that we aren't just doing what we're doing now, we're doing what we're doing because of people from before. Past generations have made it possible for all of us. And I think it's important for us to remember that and talk about that from time to time. Because if we don't, no one's gonna remember. So.
Yeah, real quick, I also just saw Lupe at Mystify. She was
cool.
dealing, and she makes really beautiful Dean's boxes and other
yeah.
things that they bought the rights to. So definitely support her if you can.
Absolutely. So let's go back in time a little bit. Let's kick back, my friends, and enjoy the legendary magic of Norm Nielsen. All right. What'd you think, Jeff Prace?
It's very magical. It's amazing to watch.
Very, very magical indeed. Also want to give a shout out to our friend Nick Lang, who's watching tonight. What's up, Nick?
Oh, Crazy, another old Magic Camp friend. If you've never heard or been to Tannen's Magic Camp, you might be too old, but if you're young, you should definitely check it out.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's kind of like going to the real Harry Potter, like, magic school.
Yeah. Did you ever go to that other one they had, Sorcerer's Safari?
No, they actually hit me up the last year they had it to be a camp counselor, and I couldn't make it, and then it was done.
Yeah.
And I regret it all the time.
I was just so curious about what it would have been like, because it's so different than Tannen's that, like, it was just cool that you had options.
Yeah. Literally at a camp, which was cool. Out on the water, and I think Aaron Fisher was always around, Lee Asher.
Yeah, totally.
All those. Mike Siegel kind of helped run everything. How we doing out there? Mr. John Hayes, our friend's watching from Canada tonight. Mr. John is in Ontario. How we doing, John? Let me get you added to our giveaways. Thanks for being here tonight. As a reminder, everyone that would like to be entered to win, all you need to do is type in the word win in the comments, get you added to our prize wheel. Let me make sure I have Hungry and Hungover on there. I don't think I added him. We were just talking about the name, and I think I forgot. And that is that. Thanks, Luke, for sharing all of these classics. Well, again, it's my honor to be able to even share that type of stuff, because it's like so much legendary stuff that's out there. A couple of weeks ago, we were talking about Harry Blackstone Jr. and the floating light bulb. Do you ever see that?
I've seen the act, but
Never
it's
live.
been a while.
Did you see it live?
No, not live.
Yeah,
no.
And then we showed some Cardini recently and some sliding, and just it's fun to remember. It's cool. Ariel says Sorcerer was like an outdoor summer camp with magic.
I mean, it's crazy that you're going in this to swim with like Lee Asher. Like, what a weird thing to, not weird in a bad way, but like you never
Let's
thought.
be clear.
You just never thought you were going to do that in your life, probably, and now here we are.
David First started teaching at Tannen's camp over 25 years ago. Wow.
And they've been going for a long time.
Yep. Jeff, I bought a bunch of your stuff a couple years back in Burbank and still use it in my sets to this day, especially Penrose Killer.
Well, thank you. And Burbank's such a nice city.
It is. I love it. I love it. Also, here's a little trivia that a lot of people don't know. Everyone's heard about the Sphere that's in Vegas now.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know that when you fly into Burbank, and I only know this because Nick works for the Sphere, when you fly into Burbank, they have a smaller version of the Sphere right next to the airport. You can see it. You fly in. That's where they do the testing.
Very cool. And that's a pro tip, because Burbank is a way better airport than LAX.
Oh
and closer to like Hollywood. It's like
it is.
Ideal.
Yep. Absolutely.
Ariel said, yeah, you're playing Capture the Flag with Danny Garcia. And yeah, like you're swimming with Lee Asher, and then you're playing Capture the Flag with
awesome.
Danny. Like,
it's awesome.
What another life.
Austin says, how do you enter? Austin, all you need to do is type in the word win, and we will get you out of it. Because you are a first timer, I will do that for you. So Austin, welcome to the party. Everyone in the chat, let's welcome Austin to our live stream tonight. Mr. Austin Fleming. Everyone, let's make him feel welcome here. And Austin, we'd like to know where you're watching from. It's always nice to meet some new friends and kind of learn a little bit about you along the way. But everyone, let's welcome Austin to the party. Jason Gray, hi Jeff Price.
I'll take it.
Price, I have your credit card trick in your Oh,
that's an old one. I used to.
That is good.
Brings back. I made that with Cosmo.
That's got the clock on it, right? Or the watch?
No, that's a different thing. But I made a different credit card thing with Cosmo. I was just thinking about him because the Street Magic Championship, Cosmo's not going to go compete in Italy, but he is the best street performer I've ever seen.
So what's the one that he's talking about then? Because I thought it was the little, because you published one in Magic Magazine that you then ended up putting out the cards with.
Yeah, it was just like another card reveal on a credit card.
Okay.
Somewhere locked in storage far back is probably boxes of credit cards with some kind of reveals on them. One day I'll get to finding them.
Love to see our friends welcoming our new friends as well. Welcome Austin Powers. A little welcome coming in from Hungry and Hungover. John Carter, thank you, by the way, for the stars. I just saw those pop up. I want to give you a shout out. Thank you very much for that.
Well, thank you very much.
Here's a good question from, and Austin says he's watching us from Mississippi. Very cool.
Oh, great. I've never been to Mississippi. I would love to visit.
Jeff, do me a favor. Pronounce the first place.
It's not as easy as Tom Dobrowolski. Pascagoula.
There you go. Pascagoula, Mississippi. John Hayes would like to know, Jeff, if you had empty pockets, what trick would you perform?
That's crazy. If I had empty pockets, that's hard. I mean, all of the stuff that I design is stuff that you're supposed to carry with you with your normal stuff. So like if you're already carrying your keys, you put Monkey on. If you're already carrying your wallet, you add your random card generator. So that's kind of like the vibe I go for. But I performed the random card generator thousands of times. Luke's only done it about, you got 800 more times to go.
I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. Also, Seth says, I've got a Keylicious, Monkey, Chapstick, Penrose Pendant. They are all in my everyday carry.
That's so nice. I think Keylicious might be the best trick I've ever named. What do you think?
It's a great name.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious.
That's a good one. Technically, if you were wearing Penrose Pendant, then it's not something you have in your pocket. So you could.
It's not an if. I'm always wearing it.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So technically, that's
it's not in my pocket.
So technically, you're always.
Well, I carry my wallet in my hood, and so nothing's ever. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I try to cheat that question a little bit.
So that is, and I do like the Keylicious is a great name.
Thanks.
It's a good name. Gwen says I still like the pendant. Very smart stuff. Josh says he's from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Here, everyone in the chat as well. I didn't mean to forget you there, Josh. Josh is another new face around here tonight. And again, Josh and new friends, we go live every Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern Time. I know not everyone can watch the whole show, but we do like to see some new faces and get to know people that are out there. So everyone make our friend Josh Stacy feel welcome as well. Be nice to have him hang out with us again. This is something I'm so glad Josh mentioned because I forgot to mention it myself. Have you read any good Genie columns lately?
Josh is just teeing us up. Just started writing for Genie again in February of this year. So
do tell.
I write a column called Best in Show, and we go find kind of like specialized manufacturers or just specialized makers who make really exciting props and other items. So the first column was about Owen O'Hare, who's actually pretty popular, making his stripper jigs and jigs to split cards. And then the second column that appears in May, I think, is about Mila Mateva, who does custom sponges by Mila. Did I show you the sponge pictures?
You did, man. Those are just unbelievable.
Every time I show a picture, they're like, why are you showing me a picture of 3 potatoes? And I'm like, no, they're sponge. And they're just unbelievable. She makes a sponge muffin, but she can also make really amazing sponge sets like the rabbits.
Right.
And just, the rabbits are so fun because you can add your own kind of presentation to them above sponge balls. But if you love Star Wars, then maybe you want Star Wars sponges or something like that.
Yep.
I've never seen Star Wars, so that's not for me, but...
Shame on you. As someone named Luke, I am offended right now that you are not familiar with the Star Wars universe.
I'm familiar with Harry Potter, which is basically the same, right?
Come on, man. To the chat. Is Star Wars the same as Harry Potter or vice versa? Is Harry Potter the same as Star Wars? Please interject. Let's see what our French. And that's what I was thinking too, Ryan Garber. A sponge Death Star would be pretty cool. That's like the big thing, the white thing you see in the movies in Star Wars that blows up.
Yeah, it's just so cool that you can add your own presentation to this now because of like the unlocked. Yeah, never watched Trekkie. I don't know what that means.
So the chat's coming in saying not even close that they're the same. No way. Ray says no way. So does Jeff. He's like, no way, no way, no way.
Someone's saying use the force against me.
Stephen Perry's crying now. You've made Mr. Perry cry, which is just unacceptable. Use the force. I'm working on it, Lou. Okay. Not the same. Okay.
All right.
Okay, they've spoken.
The chat has spoken.
Harry Potter rips off Star Wars. There are articles comparing Luke and Harry's journey. They are so similar. So see there.
So Hungry and Hungover is basically agreeing with
But
me.
he's saying that they ripped off Star Wars. So why would you support a ripoff? Like if someone were to rip off Penrose Pendant or Monkey, would you support them?
Of course not.
There you go. Enough said.
All right. Harry Potter's dead to me.
Not only are they not the same, but I'm calling the police. So there you go. You better.
I'm not going to be invited back.
You better keep an eye out when you're walking around there. Let me see. Star Wars is no way like Harry Potter, except the hero magic user thing. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, except the main plot.
The
you
Force. The Force. Use the Force. Ewoks beat hobbits all day long. Do you remember the Ewoks, the little furry guys?
The little penguins? No?
Penguins.
Wait, what are those little penguins that fly through the sky?
That is not an Ewok. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to bring it up on the screen so people can see. These are the infamous Ewoks. Should be popping up here, I think, if I did this right. Maybe. So, or here, I'll just do this. So Jeff Prace is saying the Ewoks are penguins.
Well, I didn't know that. I thought they were something else.
These are the Ewoks, man. Come on now.
Not penguins. Doesn't Star Wars have penguins that fly through the sky?
I don't believe so. I think
I'll text you later.
All right. Well,
next week you'll have to update these people.
I think he's talking about the porgs.
Yes, porgs. Thank you, Ariel. Thank you, Josh.
There we go. All right. Also, as a reminder, friends, even though Jeff Prace knows nothing about Star Wars and thinks it's Harry Potter, don't forget about his website, plainsightmagic.com. One of the items on his website we are having up as a giveaway tonight, the Penrose Pendant, which you can actually wear and be ready to do magic at any time. It's a great version of made popular by Tinio Cubio.
Yeah, it was published in Modern Magic over 100 years ago.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And for those that don't know, basically, you can make the pendant stop whenever you want, and then continue going down.
Yeah, it kind of suspends on the chain. It's part puzzle, part magic, but it's easy also to combine this with longer ring and string routines. I actually, when I go to conventions, almost every convention, someone surprises me with something cool they're doing with it. You can do endless chain. What is that called? The endless chain?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do a lot of like those old things and then just kind of go into the Penrose Pendant as one phase.
Right on. You get everything. You get the pendant and you get the chain, right?
That's everything.
All right. It's also got Monkey available. In my opinion, one of the best tricks with the key ever. I mean, I still don't know how your brain wrapped. I don't know how you wrapped your brain around how to make that work. I mean, when I see it now, I go, oh, that makes sense. But to go backwards and go, what if I did that? It's brilliant. It's a brilliant method.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, that was hard because, to build it it's less than 2 millimeters thick. So the whole thing,
wow.
all the mechanism, it's 5 or 6 or 7 parts all inside.
It's beautifully done, and it's examinable at the end of the trip, which is great.
Yep.
And then you got Chapstick Attic. If you like carrying around the little chapstick containers, little everyday carry thing, very cool. You can have things appear inside of that, but you can show the chapstick first, and then it disappears. Now there's stuff inside, like a bill, card.
Bill, card, sugar, candy, drugs. I don't know anything. I didn't say that.
And then, unfortunately, these are currently out of is that true? Out of stock.
Yeah, you can buy them, and then they'll come back April 15th to 18th or so. It's just I don't have any here in Las Vegas with me, so I'm going to wait till I go back to Chicago.
And remind the folks again, how many do you get per pack?
You get 30 cards, 10 of each different force cards, and this is just so fun to keep in your wallet. If you do a lot of sleight of hand, you should actually consider this, even though there's no sleight of hand, but it just brings something so different to your card set and saying, let me do something totally hands off. Very fun.
And if you're looking for a little freebie below the passenger wallet, which I also want you to tell them what that is, there is the freebie coming up. But what is the passenger wallet?
Yeah, it allows you to do really cool one-ahead routines, where usually in one-ahead you write 3 predictions and you reveal 3 predictions.
Yep.
In this routine, you only write 1 prediction, you reveal that prediction, and then you say, I wrote a prediction the other day, and it's kind of in a different part of your wallet. It could be stapled shut, and it reveals anything about them, their star sign, their birthday, their biggest fear, their first kiss. It's one ahead, so you have to get that information somehow, but it looks like it comes from way in the past.
And it's a beautiful wallet on top of that too.
Yeah, I got one in my pocket. But yeah, they're all handmade by my friend in. He actually moved from Ukraine to Croatia. Now he's in Austria, but he's an excellent craftsman.
Very cool. And there are 2 colors available for that, as you can see at the top there. Brown, which is out of stock. Oh no.
I know, what a bummer.
And the black. All right. And then, of course, I mentioned a moment ago, there's a freebie on his website. If you guys have an iPhone and you have some AirPods, what can you do with those?
A witch hand routine. So, there's been other witch hand routines that use accelerometers, but they cost thousands of dollars or at least hundreds of dollars.
Yep.
And so, AirPods that you've already paid hundreds of dollars for have that technology inside of them. And so you can either do the witch hand routine with an AirPod, or you can hide the AirPod in a wrapped up dollar bill. There's so much you can do kind of with this, with that, and it's just a free app, so you might as well download it. If you got those
And
things.
there's another little bonus feature with it where you can have a prediction that you predict the outcome of the game.
Yeah, so after maybe you do it 3 times, you take out your phone, you open up the Notes app, and it's a whole story that says, I was going to meet Luke tonight, and and he was going to first put in his left hand, whatever it says, and it's fully customizable. We were just talking about other languages. You can do that in any language. It's anything like that. And it's free, so yeah.
Completely free. So if you guys are looking for a freebie to play around with, I've had this for a while and I love it. And if you do have an iPhone, one of the newer iPhones, because it needs to have the
newer AirPods.
Excuse me, newer AirPods.
Yeah, any iPhone, I think, give or take, and then the AirPods 3, AirPods 4, or any AirPods Pro.
And it does need to be Apple, John Hayes. He says Android or Apple. It's Apple.
Yes, and they have to be legit AirPods. We tried the knockoffs that look amazing, but they don't have the same connection.
Got it. So there you go, friends. A little freebie from Mr. Prace. Don't miss out on that. All right. Speaking of freebies, do you hear it? Did you hear that?
I might have heard a faint something.
Let's do another free giveaway. Let's do it.
They're ready for it.
Let's go ahead and do a free giveaway for everyone that's here tonight. We're going to shuffle this up a little bit. We are 8 away from 100 entries on the wheel. If we do hit another 8 people, we will do a bonus giveaway on our free prize wheel. So be sure to share this in your favorite spots with your friends, tag them in the comments, whatever it takes. If we do end up with over 100 entries on the prize wheel, we do get a bonus giveaway for all of you.
Nice.
So let's go ahead. We'll let the whammy go by. And as a reminder, if you're new here, it does land on a whammy. Not only does it block Jeff, but that means there's no winner for that spin. So we don't want to see any whammies. So get on out of here. So let me go ahead and do it to it. You ready?
It's time, they're saying.
Let's go. No! I changed it. I know I changed it.
It is more exciting with the other music.
I know. We'll have to do another. We'll do another giveaway with the music. How about that?
Even if they don't reach 100, you're so generous. Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. And Gino!
Hey.
Congratulations to Mr. Gino.
I met Gino at, I'm going to forget what convention. It was either like an IBM or SAM convention where he was competing and he won.
Yeah, was it the one in Arizona, the IBM in Arizona? Because that's where he lives, AZ.
Was it in Arizona? I want to say maybe it was Seattle? Or maybe it was, I go to so many conventions. Gino will have to let us know, but congratulations.
Congratulations. So Gino is going to pick up a store credit to the All Things Magic shop. He'll get a $10 store credit, so he needs to email us to get that, info@allthingsmagic.com, and we'll hook him up, and he can spin that however the heck he wants. So there we go. We'll give him one of the OGs.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
All right. Congratulations going out to Mr. Gino from Arizona, our buddy over there. He was actually in town last year for Magic Live. He was hanging out with us downstairs at one of the bars, and didn't realize Gino's not 21 yet. So
I was about to say, hanging out at the bars.
They made him get away real quick. It was unfortunate.
I used to live that life too. When I was first to go to Magic Live, you're not allowed to stand and, you want to hang out with all the people gambling, all the cool magicians, and then they kick you out.
I know, it's not cool.
No.
It is not cool. So there we go. All right, awesome job. Yes, congrats again to Mr. Gino. And if you're watching us over on Facebook, which I know is the old school way, if you type in the word !notify, it will actually automatically tell you when we are live on our next show. So don't forget to get in there and type that in. Again, that's just for our Facebook friends, !notify, and it'll get in there and do it for you. There you go. What's up, Bernardo Rodriguez? Yo. Bernardo, that's Fire Yo Rodriguez in the house. Let me add you to our giveaways tonight. All right. We have Bernardo Rodriguez and Orlando Rodriguez. So I always have to make sure I get it right. So there we go. All right. That'll get us up to 93 on the prize. Well, again, if we do end up hitting 100, we will do a bonus giveaway. So be sure to tag your friends and do all the stuff to help us get that. Just a moment ago, we were showing the wallet that Jeff sells, which is a beautiful minimalistic type of wallet. There's a new one that came out that I'll be doing a full review of that I wanted to show you guys. This just came out today, so we have our shipment literally not here just yet, but it will be here, I believe, tomorrow. So I don't have one to hold up and show you, but I've been waiting for this for a minute, and they are finally available as of today. This is the Vortex wallet. Have you seen these yet?
I don't think so.
This is very cool. This is the same company that put out the Apex wallet, which we were also a big fan of around here. It's a kind of like a Swiss Army knife wallet. You got a peak, you got a switch, and you have actually a couple different switches built into it, and a card to wallet feature as well.
Wow,
really nice kind of multi-purpose.
Jack of all trade wallet type thing.
So they took one of the popular features from that wallet and made it now smaller with this type of wallet, which acts as you can switch things like visibly if you want to. It's kind of like a quiver-esque type of thing.
You can see that with that pouch like that.
You can also use it as a peak, which is very cool. You'll see this in the video I'm going to show in a moment, and a steel, which is very nice. And it's a beautiful looking wallet as well. So I've had a chance to look at this and check it out, just not in my hands. I've watched the instructional and all that. So I have been waiting for these, and I will show you guys the video right now of exactly what you can do with this beautiful new Vortex wallet. I know, another wallet, but I only tell you guys about the ones I think are worth your time. And this is one I think a lot of friends will like because of the size. It's small, it's compact, but it also does a lot of other stuff. So we will be back after you guys check this out. And on our stars, on our mission to do our big giveaway tonight, I think we're about 3,000 to 4,000 stars behind, about 3,500 stars behind. So if you guys are looking to get into tonight's giveaway, which is worth almost $300, you can enter right now for as little as $5. You can drop in a super chat over on YouTube. You can do the stars over on Facebook, and you can pick up raffle tickets. We have a link in the chat popping up right now. We are very close to our giveaway, the big giveaway tonight, but we do need to hit it to do the giveaway. So we'll be back. Enjoy this video of the Vortex wallet. Here we go.
The wallet, watch. And watch, just look, watch, just literally. Hold on. If I give it a shake, watch this. It literally just changes into. Just changes into a real card. Bam! Watch the ring. If I give it a little wave, right, the ring just changes. Have a look. It changes too. Hold your hand out. Check it. Is that actually a mint? Yeah. Is it? You can eat it. Is it real? Yeah. How? There you go. Okay, hopefully now, was it cheap, was it? Oh, look! You see it? Hold your hand out,
My ring.
Oh, look!
Can we bring your wife from here?
Number 42. Check it. 69. Is that your lucky number? No. 67.
You've got me goosebumps.
Get to keep the ring as a souvenir as well. Wow.
That was confused the fuck out of me.
Seriously, insane.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
All right, friends, there you go. That is your look at the Vortex wallet. A little bit of a long trailer, but lots and lots to show you. And yeah, I think when I was just talking to Jeff about this, the peek idea is very nice to be able to show something in there, and then you're actually looking at the info. And that's the other cool thing is, I was also mentioning to Jeff, normally with the peek, you put something in a wallet or whatever, you put it down, then you have to pick it back up and open it.
Mm-hmm.
This, they don't know you're opening it to
Yeah.
see the P, which is
Totally.
pretty smart. So I think it's pretty nice.
I like that smashing with the ring. I thought that was funny.
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
So that's the Vortex wallet. These just came out, and we'll put the link in the chat for you again if you want to grab one from your official neighborhood-friendly all things magic shop. We appreciate your support. Vortex wallet right there. All right, good stuff. I also wanted to mention one thing in the video. I think he showed something about, oh, I know what the number is that you picked. There's a great thing as well. I know that the Magic Square sometimes kind of gets like a bad rap because it's kind of like it's kind of math stuff. There's a new version though that came out called EDC Squared, which is by the same company, Saturn Magic, which if you already know the person's number, they have this cool little Magic Square with this little portable card that folds. Looks like a little business card, and it's whiteboard. So you write the numbers in and in front of them, and you have an instant Magic Square. And do you kind of see the numbers in the background?
Yeah, it's hard to see on the screen, but yeah, I know I do on the top.
That's actually a little crib.
Oh, that's funny. So it's built into the design of the thing.
So now you don't have to do any math in your head. If you need to figure out how to get the numbers to get to be the number you want it to be, there is a crib built into the actual card itself. And again, it looks kind of like just part of the design, right?
Yeah, it does look like it's just the design.
So this is a neat thing too. This is called EDC Squared. And I think if you are able to get the number secretly and then able to start to reveal the number and then do a freaking Magic Square, you can also give these things away. So they recommend if you want to do it over and over again, use the dry erase marker. But if you want to give it away, you can use a Sharpie because you do receive, I think it's 20 of these. Let me just look. You receive 20 magic cards. And again, there are hidden cribs with 6 different layouts, which is cool. And it's instantly repeatable. So if you want to do it again, different results, you can. They do teach a peek on here, but I just thought since we were talking about the peek with the other one, this is a nice little follow-up for that. When you already know the number, now you can actually in real time as you're kind of trying to predict or figure out what number they pick, you can get it set up for the Magic Square in real time. So pretty cool portable thing to carry with you.
Yeah, very cool.
Fits in your wallet. So I'll put the link in the chat for that one too. I'm always looking for stuff that's workable and usable. And honestly, the Magic Square, while it's math kind of based, the fact that you're able to do this in real time, it actually really leaves people like kind of in a what the fuck kind of thing. Because like all these add up to that number. It's kind of wild.
I've certainly seen talented performers crush with the Magic Square.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So there you go. And even our friend David First says, I use the Magic Square and it rocks. So there you go. And Hungry and Hungover says, for all that the wallet can do, that price is very fair. Interesting peak as well. I agree. I think the price is fair. I think that's at $90 for the Vortex wallet. Yep, $90. So that's not too shabby. And again, it is a multi-purpose wallet, which is great. So yeah, it's not just a one wallet wonder.
Yeah.
So
does it come in colors? Is it black? It almost looks brown here.
I believe it is this color. It's kind of like a blackish color. Yeah, I don't know why that does look brown there. Yeah,
it's definitely black in that other picture. Not even blackish, full on.
Yep. So there we go. David says, I used to do that routine when the Thought Transmitter came out. It rocks. So there you go. Someone that's actually already kind of done a routine like that knows the power of the Magic Square. So there we go. All right, good stuff. And as always, friends, on the All Things Magic website, don't forget, we don't just bring you magic tricks. We also have news for you on the regular. This was our little 7-year anniversary video. I kind of took a few minutes just to kind of say thank you and share some of my highlights over the last 7 years. Those are some of our friends. That's Yort Spades holding the bag. He watches regularly and is a big winner around here. V is in the background. We got Stephen Trott closer to me. And then we have Wayne Eady right there.
Where was this?
So this is kind of a cool story. So during Magic Live, not this last year, but the year before, this is all of us. We rented a charter bus, and there were about 50 or 60 of us. We went to Green Valley Ranch, which is near my side of town, and we rented out a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, fun.
We did this on Tuesday, so it was a Taco Tuesday party. So you had all-you-can-eat tacos and all-you-can-drink margaritas for 2 hours.
Nice. And you said it was attached to Magic Live, so magicians were in town? Is that not what you just said?
Yeah, so Magic Live was going on. Tuesday night, it was early. I think we started at 5, so the events weren't happening yet.
Yeah, nice.
So it was like a dinner, so everyone showed up together. They bought their ticket, and they got on the bus.
That's
and we
great.
all went together, and we walked into the establishment, and we all had tacos and margaritas, and it was fun.
That's fun.
So that's what that's for. But yes, we have other news as well. Jeff and I were actually talking about this a little while ago. Eden Choi.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been amazing. Like, if you've ever followed his Instagram, but this act on Britain's Got Talent was another level. I feel like it was, for magicians, just a pure demonstration of expertise.
And if you guys haven't seen it yet, you can watch it here on our website. In our news section, we have the embedded video for you right there. We're not going to watch it here because, unfortunately, we can get a copyright strike and the stream goes down. We also have a Throwback Thursday from last week. That's Cardini and his full silent manipulation act. A lot of people are blown away at this, even though it's from 1957. He's doing manipulation with gloves on, and it looks amazing. And another friend of ours around here, Rob Anderson, a full-time magician here in Las Vegas, he was on a podcast, the non-magic podcast, but he was talking a lot about the ups and downs of being a magician and an entrepreneur and his story of kind of finding his way as a full-time performer and creating his own business here in Las Vegas.
Well, nice.
So that's another little thing we have there. And we always have new news, and we have our Throwback Thursdays on here. So don't just look at us for magic tricks, but also your magic news. Where
do you look for this kind of thing?
We have a whole merch section right here. Actually, good question. We have you go to our website and you click on the shop tab and you go to ATM merch. We have hats for you guys. We have hats. We have beanies. We have the zip up track jacket and hoodies and cups. There's the cups.
There's the cup.
And we have more hoodies and shirts and our own bags and even ornaments for the holidays.
That's fun.
Which is cool. And for those that are shopping with us, we have new stickers that are going to be included in orders, actually. So some nice little surprises popping up for you. We have these that are back in stock now, too, the Vernon Marlowe, that we give away as well. But people have asked us, can we buy these? We also have some new stickers included with orders like Houdini. We have we've got Carter. We have the Alexander, the Man Who Knows. Those like more kind of like well-known posters.
Yeah.
And we have those as just giveaways with our orders when people buy.
The Alexander poster's classic.
And we have that as a sticker, yeah.
That's nice.
So we have all sorts of fun stuff.
So order, it sounds like.
So order, yeah. Yeah. And if you spend, let's just say if you spend at least $50 tonight, maybe we'll throw in a cup or two as well. We can do that since you mentioned the cup. So there we go. All right, we'll give away tonight.
That's nice.
All right, cool.
They're a great vessel for liquids.
Indeed. Indeed. All right. So I think we are pushing, and we're already at an hour and a half. So let me do one last little tally of our stars. And to make sure, I thank you, Steve Z. I saw him; he dropped in just a few minutes ago. We are right at 2,000 away. He dropped in 2,000. So no, we're about 1,000 stars away from our goal tonight. So we're right at 1,000 away. And I mentioned that so that you guys have one last chance to enter. This is a $250 product, and we're going to give away Jeff's Penrose pendant, which is a $40 value. So right at almost $300 worth of magic, you can enter to win for as little as $5 tonight. And Jeff's stuff you can only get from him, which is cool, at conventions or on his website. So that's cool stuff there. We have those things. And if you are joining us late, I will give you guys a quick rundown because my friends know it is time for one of David First's favorite parts of the show. It is the recap.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
Recap time, baby. Let's go. We're going to break it down for you in about 60 seconds, friends. All the magic we talked about. Let you know what you might have missed. Starting off with this guy right here. This was number 1 tonight. This was the 5-card opener from Bill Abbott. This is literally a pack small, play big routine that basically is just this, and it is something you can play to a big audience with. Think about like the 6-card repeat type of thing, but this is different and plays much bigger, and you receive the bin and everything that you need to perform it with. Very clever stuff, and it's from a worker, the one and only Mr. Bill Abbott. Thank you, John Gardner, for the 1,000 stars, by the way.
Well, thank you very much.
So if you are a worker looking for something to travel lightly, but also play big, then I cannot recommend this one enough. So that was number 1 tonight. We also talked to you about these guys, which I don't know if I have them keyed up here, but I will show you here. These are the 3D multiplying rabbit set. These are beautiful. The detail is great. Jeff literally walked in the studio and picked it up and went, those are nice.
Yeah.
So if you are a working magician or just someone that loves magic and you know the power of sponge balls or sponge bunnies, sponge rabbits, cannot recommend these enough. The quality's here. It's super soft. And that is one of our top picks this week. And you just saw this a few moments ago, the Vortex wallet. A beautiful multi-purpose wallet, small but deadly. Very cool stuff you could do with it. That was number 3. And a little bonus with EDC squared rather, an everyday carry version of the Magic Square that works perfectly with the wallet. So that is a nice little bonus for you guys tonight. So there we go. All right. Let's see. I do believe a goal has been achieved between all things magic goodness. So thank you very much, friends, for helping us do that.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
All right. So that is happening thanks to all of you. And I do believe it was Mr. John Gardner that put us over the top there between John and Steve Z. Thank you, guys. Let me add John Gardner again to make sure that is all fair. There we go. All right. So, and again, before we go to find out who the big winner is, there is a great Magic convention coming up this weekend. Don't miss this. If you are close by, make it a point to go April 3rd through 5th. This is right outside of St. Louis. This is in Collinsville, Illinois. Registration is only $250. It's a smaller convention, a couple hundred people. So you get a lot of good kind of like, you know, right in front of you attention if you need help or if you just want to hang out with these guys. You get like up close time.
One of my favorite Nathan Kranzes, maybe you think the same, as the stone purse. Oh, it's such a classic Nathan Kranze trick, and it's
people
so
never
great.
see it come.
No, you would never know. It's just hilarious.
They never ever see that one coming. Amen to that. So that is a great convention. I will put the link in the chat for you guys one more time. Gateway close up convention. There we go. And again, to my friends that were hoping I could make it this year, Sorry. I was looking at it and hoping to, but had some stuff pop up when it comes to the performing side, and that's always going to take my attention first. So there we go. Jeff is one of the nicest people in Magic, says John Wolfson. It's nice to hear.
That's nice. Get out more and meet new people. No, I'm just kidding.
Jeff is good people. Jeff is good people. All right, so that is that last thing there, and we are going to find out who the winner is for tonight's big giveaway. I think I didn't have anything else over here. I think we're gonna share that one more time on the way out. All right, so here we go. Let's see who the big winner is going to be tonight. Again, this is a right at $300 giveaway. Thank you to everyone that helped us reach the goal, help us get there so we can do these big giveaways for you. This is for the Nest of Boxes, David Pinn's routine, and Jeff Prace's Penrose pendant, which is a great piece of magic you can wear and do it at a moment's notice. So here we go. Let's see who the big winner is going to be. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Actually, I'm gonna have Jeff just click on the mouse. You do the honor. Actually, hold on, I have to move it up since I took that off the screen. There you go. Let's see. And there's a new friend, Russell. How would you pronounce that? I don't want to be disrespectful. I'll let you be disrespectful.
I couldn't say.
Russell, congratulations to Russell J. You are tonight's big winner, and it is nice to see a new face around here picking up a winner. Congratulations. We'll even do the official applause over here. There we go. So Russell, you need to do one very easy thing to grab that prize, and that is to email us, email our team, info@allthingsmagic.com. And our team will get that sent out to you. A big congratulations. And as a reminder to Russell and anyone that won tonight, because we might do one more giveaway, you have 1 week to claim your prize. And if you do not claim it within that week, then the prize is no longer good. Wanted to remind you of that. And if you do email our team, give them 24 to 48 hours to respond, up to 2 days to respond, because we do not ever miss those emails. But I do want you guys to know, just give us a little time to process all the orders we have and stuff too. And then we'll get to the giveaways. But congratulations again to Russell. Let's just give him another one of these.
Congratulations!
All right, good stuff. Nice to see some new faces out there picking up some magic. All right. So that is going to wrap us up for tonight's show. I want to give a big special thank you to Jeff Prace for your time. Any last kind of words or stuff you wanted to say to our friends out there? I know you're quite the popular guy. I have a lot of people that are enjoying your work and have been for a long time. But
it was great to be here. Thanks for having me. And I'll be tuning in just as a viewer in the future weeks, commenting W to try to get my name on that board.
There you go. And as a reminder to all of our friends out there, one last time, Jeff Prace does put out solid stuff, and it is at plainsightmagic.com. And this is stuff you cannot get from typical shops. This is stuff you can get directly from him or at Magic conventions. He's a dealer. So these are some of the highlights here. And again, we did just do a giveaway that included the Penrose pendant, but he has all these other beautiful pieces of magic that just feel good. I think that's the best way to talk about your stuff. It just feels good.
They're fun to perform as a magician, you know, so you kind of feel good doing them.
Yeah. And again, if you guys are looking for a freebie tonight, don't miss his echolocation. It's literally in the App Store. If you type in echolocation, you do need to have an iPhone and some of the newer AirPods, the official AirPods to do it with.
Yes, sir.
Mentioned that a couple times before, but I wanted to say it again here. So that is Plain Sight Magic from Jeff Prace. And if you are at a convention, be sure to stop by his booth. Jeff is always up to demo some stuff for you. And yeah.
Yeah, just come hang out. Conventions are always fun.
All right. Ryan Garber says, do you have the Vortex? It only comes in black, Jim. So yes, if you were interested in the Vortex wallet, it is in black. I don't know why the image promoting it shows it in kind of in that brownish color. But yeah, it is a black wallet that you're going to get if you're interested in that one. Mr. Jim. Sorry I didn't win your pendant, Jeff, so I'll just have to buy it. Thanks for the link, Luke. There you go. All right.
I'll give you that kickback.
Support your friends. That's what I always say. And Jeff is an old friend of mine and can't recommend his stuff enough. So
Well, thank you.
support the man if you can. Yeah. And you said you may have, what's the timeline on the extra thing you said you might be putting out with Elliot?
Probably between now and 7 years. 5 to 7 years. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, somewhere between there.
All right. That's fair. That's fair.
Can't commit.
David first says one more giveaway. Let's see. What do you think? I know we have one more Penrose pendant. What do you think we should do with it? You tell me what we should do with it.
I mean, it seems like they want the giveaway.
Okay.
Someone even said, "Great co-host Jeff is chill and cool." So that person should win.
The wifey also said, and thank you for saying that. Jeff Prace. How should I say your website? Plain sight?
Yeah,
or
just plain sight magic. Yeah.
There we go. Let's do that.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. So that's the link to Jeff's website, which I should have said before. I just kept saying plainsightmagic.com or just plainsightmagic. So there we go. And there is the link. Thanks, Frankie, for putting the link for echolocation in the chat. That is over on Facebook. So thank you for posting that.
Thanks, Frankie.
Great co-host. Jeff is chill and cool. Was a great live stream as always. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. And yes, he is a great co-host for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, he also says it'll be out by the 15th anniversary of All Things Magic.
I can commit to that.
So I will let you make the decision. We do have one more Penrose pendant, but we have two separate groups of friends that watch. We have the friends that watch that are just we have our free prize wheel, the big one, and we have the supporters that have donated the stars and the super chats and the raffle tickets that have bought in to try to win Magic. Who should we give the second Penrose pendant to? You tell me.
I feel like it makes sense for the second group.
Which is the supporters.
Yeah, the people who support.
Let's do it. So we will do a supporter bonus giveaway thanks to Jeff Prace. So let's go ahead and jump over here. And we will remove Russell's name because he already won one of these. So we'll do a bonus giveaway to see it. Yes, as the wife, gotta pay to play. There you go, gotta pay to play. Yes, that's well said.
The Vegas rule.
All right, everybody. So again, this is for our supporters, an extra copy of the Penrose pendant, courtesy of the amazing and very kind Jeff Prace. So I'll allow you to do it again. Do it again. There you go.
All right, here you go.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Michael Dawkin. Congratulations to Michael Dawkin on being our bonus giveaway winner. And of course, if Michael has that already, we'll figure some stuff out. But right now, it is a Michael Dawkin win, and I think Michael's still watching. I see him in the chat room. I see him in the lounge, so he is still around. Congratulations, Mr. Dawkin. We'll get all that sorted out. Congrats. Of course, this is the email again, so you hit us up, info@allthingsmagic.com. A free copy of the amazing Penrose pendant, which you can wear and be ready to amaze at a moment's notice. So great stuff. And everyone, thank Jeff for obviously being here, but also for his kindness and generosity. I think we should also make sure that he sees that in the chat as well. Let's make him feel the love in the chat. And also Mr. Dawkins, have him feel the love out there. So congratulations to Mr. Dawkins. And I will start to get out of here. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. And if you have, do you have a few minutes after this? We could pop in the chat room and say hello to the guys for a few. And
of course.
Maybe I could eat some cake and we can.
Did you tell them that I gave you the world's best chocolate cake?
You're going to tell them right now.
There's a chocolate store at the Venetian Hotel that's from San Francisco called Dandelion. And I've been telling Luke about this chocolate cake. And so he invited me over and said, of course, I'm bringing chocolate cake.
So I will be taste testing the chocolate cake in our chat room. Thank you, Abigail, for the like on the show. Thank you very much. So yes, Jeff will be with me over there in just a few minutes, and I'll be enjoying some amazing chocolate cake.
Unless you hate it. Hopefully you don't.
I'm ready. I'm ready for this. I want to hate that. What are you talking about? All right, so let's go ahead and yeah, they need to sponsor the show. Yeah, let's work on that. Let's get Dandelion to sponsor the show. That'd be cool.
I'd come back for another episode if that's happening.
So you're here. You're in town for 2 more weeks. So one thing I've wanted to do for a while that I think would be more fun if we had someone on here with me. Do you enjoy like seafood?
Of course.
Do you like crab legs?
I'm not good at opening them, but sure. It's not going to be a competition, right?
I feel like if Jeff is still around, either next week or the week after, we should do like some mukbang.
I used to have a friend that I was with that would like to watch this. Do you like to watch that?
I like to eat it.
I cannot stand watching those. I don't know if I can be something I hate. Oh my god! But I'm not.
I've been thinking about it for a while. My only problem about not doing it up until now is I have to eat, and my hands are going to get messy, and I can't run the whole show and keep it going.
So you want me to embarrass myself while I eat, and you can run the show?
I can't do the show by myself if I'm going to eat seafood like that. And also sometimes people will donate more to get me to do crazy stuff too.
I could see that. Yeah.
It's kind of. So maybe if the next week's show we get some support for that, maybe we'll actually make it happen and do it. So thank you, David Johnston, for the like on the show. All right, or just have him come over and eat. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, maybe without people watching me make a fool out of myself.
That's more fun. Yeah, and she said no mukbang, no mukbang. All right. All right, friends, we're gonna scoot on out. Thanks for being here tonight, and let me just get this out of the way. And we will get out of here. And if you are new, thanks for joining us. We do go live on Tuesday nights, 8:30 Eastern Time, talk about Magic and bring you giveaways and all the fun stuff. So we'd love to see you around here again. But for now, it is time to go. All right. Thank you, guys. We'll catch you all next time. The show is officially sponsored by Jamie's Pasta and Enchiladas. Seems to be the case. Agreed.
He's the real star of the show here.
Thank you, Doug James. Thank you. And we got a little love for Jeff in there. Another Jeff, Jeffrey Allen. Thank you, Luke. Have a good night.
Me and Luke went to a magic show recently where we met 10 Jeffs. Remember at my camera? Everyone said my name is Jeff. It's weird.
Yep. All the ATM can come over for the world's largest taco party. That sounds fun.
Magic Live in a few years, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Jake Rober. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Thanks, Orlando. And yes, congrats to all the winners. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, hungry and hungover. Try not to be too hungover. And Ellis Cohen gets the final say. 2 thumbs ups, 2 claps, and that, my friends, is tonight's show.
Thank you, and good night.